welcome back to Narrowboat Moonshine, even though we're not on Narrowboat Moonshine. So we're just taking a boat up to dry dock, ready for Monday when they do the drop-in of the dry dock, and it's going in for blacking. So survey has just been sold. I do work for the marina, moving boats and stuff, and hire boats and everything. Oh, pocket stuck on the tiller. Bit of a variable day. Sunshine, howling rain, and the wind coming out of the marina was, let's say, interesting. So Fran's here with me, also with another crew member. Sorry if that's windy, it's about to rain again. So we're just taking this up, and I'm going to have a wander around Gloucester, buy a few things, and then back to work tomorrow to do some work. So Fran's here, she's a sensible one, staying inside. I know it's raining, I'm stuck outside. So we just dropped this off at Hempstead Dry Dock, and then we're going to have a wander around Gloucester. We're not taking around Gloucester, it's not really boating related, and then we'll be back on Moonshine in the morning, won't we? Yes. Yeah, lots of fishermen about today, but not too bad. Friday morning. Yeah, getting out of the marina is really blustery. Didn't really want to move it, but the forecast isn't great all weekend, so we decided to go with it. So just coming up to Sims Bridge, and hopefully we get a green light to go through. If not, I'm going through anyway. Typical bridge man's gabbing, so I was chugging through towards the bridge on a red light, really slow, but he's gabbing to his mate. I've just seen him at the last minute give me a thumbs up. Yeah, without getting on my high horse, CRT on this stretch of the canal, they've taken the bridge keepers away, and most of them. Now they want volunteers and stuff, and closing the canal certain days. And most of us boaters ain't happy with that. That means certain days we can't move our boats, certain days we can't empty our waste tanks, some of us, and toilets, and fill up with diesel and stuff. And all they want is volunteers, which I think is pretty sad, really. They were paid jobs, and now they want people to do it for free. And some of our friends, oh great, more rain. Some of our friends used to work the bridges, and if you want to work one of those bridges on a bank holiday with a manual winder for free, crack on guys, because I wouldn't want to. It's a bit sad, really. Our service is going down, and our licences are going up. Most boaters aren't happy.
Try again. Learning new camera. So, yeah, welcome back. We're back on the boat, back on Moonshine. What's Fran doing?
Ordering bridesmaid dresses.
There you go. We've been busy this morning, very industrious. Printing some of our tickets off for Alton Towers, because we're getting married, obviously, as you know, in May. Taking the kids to Alton Towers, so we started doing some of that. And also this morning, we're going to go around to the channel and put some of these posters off, because we're raising money for Race Against Dementia. And you can also win 2 separate days Narrowboat hire, so if you feel like going along and donating and maybe winning one of those days, the link's in the description, but also the QR code's there for a little bit if you want to pause the video, and you can scan that, take you straight through the donation page. Every penny goes to Race Against Dementia. The 2 prizes are given up by my company, Kingfisher Marine, and Lakeland Leisure Estates, who run the marina here. So every penny goes to Race Against Dementia. Right, what have we got to do? We've got some housekeeping to do, empty our toilets and all that sort of stuff. I've got to put a couple of these up in the chandlery. So hopefully we get a bit more interest there. We are starting to raise money, which is good. And then we've got some work to do on Moonshine. So also welcome to our new camera, the Osmo Action 3. So hopefully some of the cinematography will be better. I've still got to sort the stability control out, so bear with us, we're learning the camera. But straight away it feels much better, and it's proper movie formats, and I haven't got all the conversion stuff that you do on iPhones and stuff, which is a pain in the backside. You guys don't need to know that. Right, we're going to go and do some housekeeping, then we come back and we've got some work to do on Moonshine. So stick with us and we get cracking.
Right, just before we start work, off to the bins, empty our toilets, all the exciting stuff, yeah, and put that thing up in the chandlery. I think in a minute we'll have a chat about our toilet choice. I think it's a new feature that we're going to start to use. What I mean by that is things that we've lived with now for a year. Did we make the right choice? How's it working for us? Things like the diesel stove, toilets, fridge, everything that we've done, has it worked out for us? Would we change anything? So we'll have a little toilet chat once we've done the chores.
So Martin's put the frame in for the cabinet. So I'm filling up all the screw holes and the little gaps where the wood is. And then sand it back. I shall sand it back and then paint it all. And hopefully we can get this little bit finished.
Right, 1001 things, everything impacts on something else, doesn't it? So we've got this trim that we've had cut for a long time, and we hand painted, that goes underneath the gunnels. So if we want to put our outer trim on there, we've got to put that up first.
Yep.
Okay, so all I've got to do, I've just slackened these off a little bit to pull the boards out a bit. So all we've got to do really, screw them in. At some point we'll put bead along the bottom of here, which will support the back edge, but we haven't got that yet. So some screws into that wood, so pilot holes into that wood, countersunk, and then we can put a piece of trim along there, and actually I think carry on into the bedroom as well, most likely, to get some of that done as well. And we've got a lot of that, haven't we? I don't know if we've got all of it, but we've got a lot of it. So yeah, so a few holes in here, and we get that trim in, and then we can put a nice piece along there, which will start to bring the bathroom together a little bit, maybe. Maybe not, who knows. Right,
Screws.
yeah, if you can push that all the way up to that tile.
I think it's already there.
Is it there?
Yeah.
I just need to.
Is that too high?
It's too high, yeah. If I can just get that 1 inch.
And here, maybe. Balance.
Hey, don't move it.
Okay.
Okay, can you hold that there? That's it, because I've got to swap batteries and tools. Who was it that said that the boat that DeWalt built the other day? I think that's not. Yeah, great. I think I had a hand in it somewhere along the line. Okay. So the reason I've just drilled a pilot hole in there is, if I don't, screwing into the edge, it will. Let's get this up first. It will just break the wood open. So all these will be hidden. Not quite sure how boat builders fit these in. Probably something similar, maybe, I don't know. But behind, obviously, when the trim's on, you don't see any of these screw heads.
And this is another fiddly job.
Oh, that pain in the ass. Go on, I've said
nobody
it.
sees them, do they?
No. The only people that sees this is like, certainly when we lay in bed looking under the gunnels, then you'll see it. But you can't not finish it off.
No. I've
still got a screw from before. You've got moved. It just wouldn't look right if you ever looked under there and saw the spray foam. It would look pretty. It'd look pretty pants, that would.
screw that back in now.
I will do in a sec. Let me just put one in at the end, and I'll also take all those in there. One thing about all these finishing jobs as well, of course, well, they get finished. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. We live on here, so it does make life a little bit messy, and all the coats and stuff on the bed, and of course, you're generating dust and stuff, which can't be helped, but it does make life a little bit more awkward. Yeah. And now all my tools are in the van for work. That's got up a bit high, that is. It's every time I want to do a job, it's like 5-6 trips to the van to get all the stuff I need to get cracking, or we need to get cracking. Right, so I'm just slacking these off. Just tighten these back up again. Fran's in there painting the shelves, so I'm just going to stick that trim on that I cut earlier with some. I've got lots of little half-used, quarter-used. I don't know whether this is going to be any good or not. CT1. So I can't nail gun that because it will go straight through the dividing wall. Is there any? Oh, look at that. How soft is it? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to use some CT1, some blobs of CT1, and we'll just tape it on. And I've cut this so I allow for the beading that will come down here. Right, so I'm going to get all this unit all masked up now, vacuum up, and then we can get an undercoat on here as well. Just to get that, again, getting it started. It's, yeah, we're struggling today. You may have picked up on that already, I don't know. Yeah, we got the news of lost a friend this morning, and it has knocked us a bit sideways a little bit. So, yeah, nothing more to say really there. So we're battling through a little bit. No prizes for us, don't want that. This guy's on our mind quite a lot today. So, not only they weren't very old either. Not we compare it to where we are. Okay, so. Well, let's get this masked up. Let's keep going. We've got a bit of music. We've just put some music on just to try and lift the mood a little bit. But yeah, so we're getting on with that. Let's see how Fran's getting on, shall we? How are you getting on in there?
Alright.
Yeah, mucking up the whole boat, didn't we?
Yeah. It's got to be done.
Yeah.
We're trying to get cracking at one.
Trying to. We're not having much luck today, but we're trying to.
We're not motivated, are we?
No.
At all. 2 more to go.
Fran's been painting, but she didn't feel any of that. So, let's spin this round. This is what you've been up to, shall we? What have you been up to, Franny? Oh, you put the undercoat on the...
Yeah, just undercoat.
Yeah.
But that was really hard to do round there.
Yeah, it's going to be a
I've
bit...
had to just do it as best I can. I don't know, I don't know whether we're going to be better with a small roller with a proper paint.
Maybe, yeah. I have got some somewhere.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, I've got some somewhere. That might be better for that area there.
So yeah, just undercoated.
Yeah,
Have it all dry off and
starting to look a bit better.
coat on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I've just tidied up.
Yeah, I've just been to Asda.
Wiped everything over, and the shelves I'm still in there drying because they're still wet, so I've had to leave them out. They're still drying, they're still tacky. But I've wiped and cleaned everything, so at least we can relax tonight.
Yeah, I'm chilling out now.
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to put something in there to hold. I think I'm going to have to put some more adhesive back of there and just put a clamp there somewhere. I think I've got some somewhere, I don't quite know where. So I've done that. Also we've added that piece along the
finish this trim off.
kitchen top there. Of course there's got to be door frame and stuff here, so this will probably have to be chopped out at some point, but it does help finish it off a little bit. Oh,
don't trip.
look, everything's trippable.
Trip hazard.
Yeah, so maybe not the most exciting thing so far, but it's all part of.
Yeah, it's one of our finishing off jobs, and we've got to be done.
Lots of them.
It's got to be done.
Lots of them. So I think the only other thing we was going to do really on this little vlog, it might not be lots of things, but we was just going to talk about toilets just for a second, since we're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Some of you may know we've got a Thetford ceramic bowl, flushable off the mains water, not mains water, but our mains water. Flushable ceramic bowl from Thetford. We've got two cassettes, and so a bit of history. We had we've had two composting toilets. They're not. It does my head in there when I hear composting toilet, because it's just a fat lie.
Yeah, you don't compost.
There is nothing about poo in a bucket with something in it and compost.
No.
So, and now you can't put that stuff in the wheelie bins for CRT anymore.
Yeah.
So you are just throwing. I'm going to be honest. You're throwing raw sewage away into bins. Composting toilets for us, been and gone. We've had two.
And even cleaning them out and everything.
It's vile. I much prefer this.
Yeah.
We've had a separate toilet, and we had a airhead toilet, which is a lot of money. And even then, you've got your stirring. No,
they don't compost.
They don't compost.
And the
Forget
thing is,
it.
they give you the buckets with lids. Well, the thing is, to put a lid on it, it keeps the moisture in there. You really need to leave the lids off. Well, where are you going to put it and leave the lids off?
You can't.
You can't. We
had that on our last boat. We had a wide beam, 9 foot wide, and you put these buckets on the swim to compost. Forget it. It's pie in the sky. It's pie in the sky. So, toilet talk. We've got a cassette toilet. The only other option you've really got is the pump out. Now, pump out, so prices is going up and up and up, aren't they? And also the availability of points where you can do pump outs.
Down here you can struggle, and half the time they're
a lot of the time they get broken because they get messed with and stuff. So 2 cassettes. Those 2 cassettes, I'll probably have to go do a toilet run once a week. Those 2 cassettes last us all week, don't they? Because we're off the boat working and all that sort of stuff as well. And we very often, if we can and we're quick enough, we use the facilities here in the marina. Yeah. But for us, again, we're talking. I know we're rabbiting a little bit. Certainly, I am.
And for me, I didn't want a plastic bowl this time.
No,
I've had a proper. It's like a proper toilet.
It feels like a proper toilet, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's got a really good seat.
We'll show you that in a second, just to refresh your memory. But yeah, we've gone for that Thetford cassette. No problem at all. No mess. No smell. Because those composting, they're not composting toilets. Forget it. They stink to high heaven.
Even the pump out, you get an aroma.
The pump out toilets generally have carbon filters in. Now I've seen those come up in wardrobes, and I can generally smell a pump out toilet system when I walk on board. Not always, but sometimes I can. And this one, there's no smell. It's all shut off.
I know people can sleep in it. Oh,
yeah,
it just puts me off.
That tank,
it just puts me off.
That tank under your bed. We're not fans. Okay, so there you go. You've probably guessed that by now. We.
The only good point is you've got a massive tank for them, haven't you? So
You have, so every couple of weeks or so you've got to go over there and spend, and it's going up, I think something like 18 quid now for a pump out. Well, that's 18 quid we don't have to spend.
yeah,
So that's got to be good. You know, keep your cassettes clean, and there's no mess, no smell, and yeah, it's a blue job, so I have to go and do it. But you know, I think it's just better. Okay, so we're happy with our toilet choice. We'll just show you it quickly so you're aware of what it is. So that's the ceramic bowl. You can see there's a bit of blue in there because we've been
cleaning
it and whatever. You've got a little gate down there that opens the flap to dump in. We've got
that's there.
that's just there.
Just do that,
Yeah.
and then back. So easy.
Here's your control, which one press will give you the level. You can see at the moment. So it goes 1 green, 2 green, then a red, which means it's full. Press of a button, flush, which is really good. Just show you that a second. And then when obviously you need a wall to put them up against. So if I just walk round, we have a door there that you pull the. We will have, yeah. There'll be a door on there. That's one of my jobs to do. You just pull the cassette out.
Yeah. See, a lot of people tend to have them with an upstander, don't they?
Yeah.
Then people tend to have them that way so they can pull the cassettes out. But we didn't want the.
That space there, starts to get a little bit tight, and this one just pulls straight out, and it's out in the bow, ready to be emptied, isn't it?
Yeah.
So. One of our choices then, one of our choices for the toilet was the cassette type toilet, and we're very happy with that, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are really happy with it. Having had composting toilets before that don't compost, somebody ought to be done for like trade descriptions there, because you think that let's think about that for a second. If you're vegan and you compost your material, after a year you can use that as fertilizer and stuff. If you eat everything, meat and stuff, that's at least 2 years before you can actually use it to spread onto crops or whatever. And that has to be then outside in all weathers, turned, and let nature take its course, literally, to break that stuff down. Sticking it in a bucket, that don't work. That don't work. In fact, I think it's damn dangerous. I think it's dangerous because that there's E. coli and all sorts of stuff in there. So I never touch anything. And I used to look forward to that job, had I?
No, it was an horrible job to do.
Horrible job, not great at all, and it does not compost. I've said it again. But there you go, that's our choice. We've got a cassette toilet.
I mean, if anybody has got a composting toilet that really just composts, I'd love to see
I'd love to see it, because
I would love to see it, because I've
we know
never ever seen one.
It doesn't.
I've never, and everybody I know who's got one.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Do it.
And another thing, that wee bottle, and we had a separate wee bottle, didn't we? Because they have to separate. We had a separate wee bottle that filled up every single day.
Yeah.
And that's with us being out most of the day. So you got this little bottle, and then you're like, well, you put it under a hedge and all that sort of stuff. Are you supposed to do that? I don't think so. Yeah, we did. But you know.
We did.
We did. But imagine if everybody was doing that, putting their wee outs along the towpath. That's going to stink, innit? So, not for us. We're very happy with our decision to have the cassette toilet. We paid a bit more for the ceramic bowl, but it's absolutely fantastic. The flush is great. Anyway, that's one of our little snippets that we're going to visit decisions we made.
Yeah.
And was it a good decision, or has it not worked for us? And the toilet's definitely been
a thumbs up.
A big thumbs up. So well done, Thetford. Love the toilet. Everything's great.
Yeah, easy to clean and everything. Great.
Right. Must be beer o'clock, ain't it?
You've already had one.
Oh, it was
He's
beer
lying.
o'clock. It still is beer o'clock then. Relaxing Sunday morning, Franny?
Yeah, back on it. Time to put the proper paint on there.
Yeah. It survived pretty well over the winter by the look of it.
Yeah, it's been fine. Yeah. I thought we might have had a thick film on the top, but it's
No, it's not too bad. I think if you seal them and they're relatively full, it's not too bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to paint all the shelving and do a first coat on the
Yeah, probably want two on everything, wouldn't it?
framework in the bathroom.
Bit of a drizzly day. Looks like the sun's coming out.
forecast rain for most of the day.
I know. I've got a bloody busy week as well this week, and some of that's outdoors, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, let's get some bacon on the go, shall we? Loving our new wide lens on our Action 3, hopefully. Yeah. So yeah, we got some bacon, scrambled egg, mushrooms on toast. We've not done any of that for ages. Yeah, organic free range eggs as well. So right, I can't be bothered in frying the bacon, so let's just pop some of that in the oven.
It's very hard to do doing that bit there.
I'm gonna get the roller.
I don't know whether that's going to make any difference, really, to be fair.
It will down that bit.
It's really hard to get your hand down there. You will need a couple of coats anyway.
Yeah, maybe roll the top coat then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, well,
Yeah.
if I slap this on now, at least it's giving it
I meant to do that. That'll do me. A bit of Black Sabbath on the radio as well this morning. TV radio, TV channel, whatever it is. I know it's warm in here. I've got the window open here. We've turned the diesel stove off for today. That's one of the things with that diesel stove. We'll talk about that in the future vlog, I think. But you know, your log burner carries on going. We just turn that off. It's great. Can't sit to the table though because it's covered in shelving and paint. So you'll have to be. It's everything to do with you. Get this down me. All friends finishing off in there. I've got to go measure some batteries up on a Sunday morning, which is a friend's birthday today as well, so quite looking forward to catching up with Dave and Karen. Fellow boaters, fellow van travellers. Right, I'm gonna eat this. Catch you in a bit. Well, one of the things about these grey cupboards is...
Can't see.
Okay, there's Fran's input, you can't see. So yeah, these grey carcasses on our kitchen cupboards, it's like looking in a black hole. So I don't know whether these are going to make any difference, but they're these little stick-on camping jobbies. So we're going to put a couple of them in the cupboards just to see if we can actually, it helps us to see if we, I'll have to ask the manager though where to put them because I won't know, will I? So don't we see that, but whether it makes... Oh. I think at night time it's worse, isn't it?
Yeah, well it's daylight now, isn't it?
Yeah, night time it's worse, so we've just stuck one of them up. We put one there as well. Sometimes it is a bit awkward seeing.
Just go up there.
Okay, another little job. Yeah, 3 batteries, wow. Oh, hang on. I'm just headed in this video that you're watching. Yeah, that's it for today. It for the weekend. We've done a little bit today.
We've done a bit. Mainly sort of.
Well, over the weekend, yeah. Done lots of other bits and pieces as well. So, yeah, we're cracking on. Hope you found the toilet thing interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
We'll have a chat about the stove, I think, probably next week or next time. We're not going to commit to videos every week because we just cannot physically do it.
No.
But as and when we've got things that we've done and we're doing, and there is a lot to get on with, just been really busy work-wise, so I haven't had really that much energy to work on the boat, have I? You know, it's been...
No, I've been busy shopping for wedding again.
And you've been doing whatever you've been doing, yeah. So anyway, see you next time, guys. Give us that thumbs up, and don't forget below
is the link to Race Against Dementia, where you could win one of 2 days on a narrowboat.
Yep. And a visit to us.
And possibly a visit to us with and possibly a rather expensive coffee if you wanted one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please click on the link. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye. Bye.